The name of the Ripple stablecoin will be RLUSD. I like to call it Real USD, Ripple USD. We're very excited about this. I also will emphasize, as I've emphasized many times, we think this is very much complementary, additive to what the overall XRP ecosystem is doing.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, We understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks flat. And we know September is normally the worst month for stocks. And guys, we know why. It's planned. The Power 9. But we have the Nvidia and chip stocks taking a beating. And I'm going to be doing another stock Patreon video sitting around 401ks. It's going to be for the stock Patreon members. Make sure you don't miss it. And it'll be out next weekend. Not this weekend, guys, because you know the Cryptoteacher's birthday is on the 7th. The smartest people are born on the 7th. Don't hate on me. But yes, next weekend. And then, of course, that'll be like 4 or 5 days before Jerome is in the house. Trump is in the house. We got so much going on in the month of September. Now we have the alphabet boys send out a warning when it comes to North Korea. They're starting to steal crypto. And guys, we know it's always the same boogeyman. I'm an old man. I've seen this movie 100 times. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now are down, dollar down. Stocks should be moving up, but they're not. And then also, guys, the yield curve now from the 2 and the 10 has stopped inverting. And that's only because all of the manipulation. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And then we have volume and crypto up. Then we have Tether, USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $349 billion. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And again, we have Jerome in the house in a couple weeks. We know they're going to be cutting rates if it's only 25 basis points. As bad as the economy is, we know things are just going to get worse. They're just going to do 25 at a time, take it slow. That means we're going to be taking a beating until they're ready to flip the switch. We know the East is now raising rates, especially with Japan. It's very important to keep your eye on Japan. And we know the central banks like to already price things in. But we have job numbers on Friday. Most likely it's going to be bad. But remember, we already took a beating early in the week. So it's not going to be as bad. And then, of course, guys, we have options. But then we also know they need Bitcoin on the 5th. So I see a small pullback. And then we start to move up. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Don't forget, guys, on the weekend, we're the only game in town. And this is my birthday weekend, and we're definitely going to be celebrating. And why? Because the smartest people are born on the 7th. Don't hate on me. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, we have Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs right now are down. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have ZKB, major Swiss bank launches Bitcoin and Ethereum trading for retail clients. And guys, we know that's all about adoption. I don't care what country you go to. They all have a plan for this digital economy. Now we have USDE becoming available for deposit on Ether.fi in exchange for liquid restaking token. Now we have Cantor Fitzgerald CEO says TradeFi companies want to transact in Bitcoin. And guys, is that going to happen? No, it's not. We know stablecoin CBDCs are nothing but dollars and will keep the central banks in control of the economy. It's just being tokenized. That's all. It's the same system, just tokenized, and it's going to be programmable. That's the power. They'll be able to tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And they know everything you're purchasing, so they're going to know you better than you know yourself. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Unstoppable Domains is expanding on Ethereum Layer 2 base. And right now, guys, we have a lot of different ecosystems, but at the end, it's just going to be one. Same way when you have a lot of different corporations we see in the legacy market. Right now, guys, we have like 7, and they're all working together. And the same thing is going to happen in tokenization. This system is going to all become one, and it's going to be ran like the speed of light. And the central banks will have that one main brain. And you know, I love that movie, Eagle Eye, because that's exactly what they want to achieve. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. Now we have the CFTC has issued an order against Uniswap for offering illegal digital asset derivatives trading. And when it comes to the CFTC, SEC, guys, we know the movies continue. And then lastly, we have Garlinghouse Ripple USD stablecoin could be issued in weeks, not months. And guys, we know they already have the CBDC platform. And what the stablecoin will do is give them those finishing touches. We know XRP is a synthetic stablecoin. Now they'll have a real stablecoin to attach to that CBDC. So what will this stablecoin make Ripple? A bank. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.